6'4" frame. I got a new nickname for him, too.
What's that?
La Pistola.
La Pistola. La Pistola. Ah, there you go. Just about.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of
And welcome everyone to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. And for the Detroit Pistons, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the Mavericks in Dallas. And that does your confidence guys no favor. They got manhandled in that one. It wasn't
just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
Well, Greg, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but all of those misses from the stripe clearly had an impact on that game.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And Detroit, looking at who they've got. Cauley-Stein is out there with Rudy Gobert. Then it's Khris Middleton. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. And it's Nash in at the point guard position. Shot clock at 6. And George kicks to Towns. Can't connect from short range. The Pistons on offense. There's the pick. Nash outside. And it's denied. Now here's Towns, covered by Wiggins. Coleman, the pass to Smith. Here's Porzingis. To the middle, Towns, and he converts the layup.
That's an efficient start for them offensively, working it inside for the easy 2 points.
And Clark, that's what you like to duplicate time and time again for the rest of the game.
Now here's Wiggins. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
You know, and in watching that game, he did a really nice job of passing the basketball, scoring, and setting up his teammates.
Wiggins with the block, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Wiggins. Here's Coleman. Here's Porzingis. An 11-point game for him in the win against Indiana. Clock at 4. Seattle needs to get off a shot. And it's Smith missing. Last game for Seattle, they picked up the W against the Pacers in Indiana.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You've got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
And George, here we go. It's stolen by Gobert. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Wiggins. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Wiggins has got 6. Seattle trails by 4. George dishes to Towns. Coleman covered by Wiggins. Smith against Nash. And it's Smith missing.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Here's Cauley-Stein. Misses from short range.
Just tentative in the paint. Lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Smith against Nash. George. And once again off the mark by Seattle.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Here's Wiggins. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Wiggins has got 8.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And the first time out of the game called for Seattle.
And he clearly doesn't like what's going on out there right now.
Would you? I mean, how could he like what's happening? Really had to take a time out there and try to figure out a way to derail their momentum.
Seattle trails by 6. Now let's send it down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with Stan Van Gundy.
Kevin, he told me that basically on the defensive end, if they can do a good job on their outside shooters, everything else should fall into place. He said, listen, if we can force them to work the ball inside on a consistent basis, we feel like we have an excellent chance to win. We'll see, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Devising a strategy, Clark, to take away that three-point shot.
Yeah, I think it's an important part of your defensive game plan because teams nowadays are just too good to not defend them from behind the three-point line. He continues to fill it up. Just one miss in his 6 attempts.
The Pistons shooting their first free throw of the evening. Free throw good, Wiggins.
How about Wiggins in this one? He's already up to 11 points, and he's rejected a shot over the course of the game, too.
And it easily could have been more. He's played an effective game at that end of the floor. Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now, here's Nash. 8 points his last outing.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And stolen by Cauley-Stein. And now the Pistons fast break, and it's blocked. Pass to Porzingis. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. Middleton drives in. They double him with George. Here's Nash. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Nash has got 6. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Pistons.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
And Rubio kicks to George. And that one is stuffed right through.
Kevin, a big guy with his quickness should be almost illegal. How can you guard that?
Stolen by George. To the wing right side. Here's Watkins. His three-pointer's off the mark. Pistons leading by 6. And it's blocked. Here's Wiggins. Rubio the pass to Porzingis. George with no one around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. George has got 5.
A good open look. And he splashes home the 3.
Wiggins dishes to Nash. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by George. Seattle has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Porzingis passes to Towns. Right side George. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
For Seattle, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. Montiunas is checked in for Porzingis. Detroit also making some changes. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Cauley-Stein. And Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Wiggins. And it's Nash missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And here's George for 3. Towns kicks to George. Down low, Towns, power down with both hands.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly.
Here's Lamb, powered down after the assist, let him into the lane.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no lying in those totals.
And it's Seattle with the ball, trailing by 2. It's stolen by Lamb. And here we go, the Pistons fast break. Gordon's running. There's the feed to Ajinça, out to Nash. They get a hand on it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. Right now, let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see the teams that really knew how to clog the passing lanes last season. In fourth, the Pistons.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
We've got 1:55 left to play here in the first. Shot clock at 5. Lamb. Seattle grabs the miss. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back.
Terrific assist that time by Rubio.
1:39 left to play in the first quarter. It's deflected, hit his foot. And they're saying he kicked the ball.
Into the lineup for Seattle team. Jerome. Number 99.
Now here's Lamb. He got right to the cup using that screen. Lamb's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
To the paint. And he slams it one-handed.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Team Dancers.
And, well, Detroit shooting it officially from the get-go. They're at 52% from the field. They set the pick. Here's Theus. And that's a foul called an Alexis Ajinça. That is his first foul of the game. Seattle with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Now here's Moniunas, covered by Ajinça. Shoots it. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
And he gets the bucket. And the Pistons lead by 2.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. There's a screen by Moniunas. And it's blocked by Gordon. And now the fast break. Nash with the ball. And it's blocked. Out of bounds. Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession.
Out of bounds.
From deep. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Pistons ahead. Up 2. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And guys, looking at what you've seen so far from the Pistons, what do you think?
Really active hands early on here as they're able to acquire several steals.
Well, they've really been aggressive, guys, on defense, and it's paid off, so why stop? Keep it up.
Stolen by Gordon. And for Detroit, they've got Gobert. Khris Middleton is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Aaron Gordon, and it's Bilal in at the 4 slot. Coleman, the pass to Smith. Here's Porzingis, covered by Wiggins. There's the screen. some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Porzingis. It's tipped. Middleton outside. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Porzingis can't hit.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Detroit making a switch here. Cauley-Stein's checked in. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. It's stolen by Smith. And George, here we go. Great D that time from Middleton. The Pistons lead it. Here's Wiggins, and it's denied. Smith with it. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Coleman, defended by Middleton, puts up the baby hook. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Seattle shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys.
Lamb, he's checked in for Gordon. Now here's Lamb. He feeds it to Wiggins. Shoots from 14. That's short off the rim. For Seattle, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. And George, here we go, sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Lamb. Back to Middleton. 5 on the clock. Towns comes with a double team, takes the 13-footer. Here's Gobert, goes straight through the defender for the dunk, draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on George.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
Oof, he is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second-chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound. He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
The Pistons trailing. And here's Middleton. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas. And a wide-open look here for Wiggins. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. For Seattle, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. George dishes to Smith. He kicks it to Towns. Outside, George. George double-teamed. Towns wide open. No good from outside. The Pistons have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Now here's Lamb, covered by Smith. Cauley-Stein. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Coleman, the pass to Smith. To the left side wing. Passes it to Coleman. There's the triple. Good. 6 points for him.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
To the middle. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Curry's checked in for Seattle. For Seattle, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. And he gets it to go. Curry's got the lead up to 4 now for Seattle.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
And it's Seattle with the ball. After Jeremy Lamb's miss, Curry can't get it to go. Pistons trail by 4. Pass to Middleton. Lets it go with a 3. It's good. He scored. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3. And there's the pass to Porzingis. Dishes to Towns. Outside for Curry. Stolen by Middleton. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. The tray. Another 3 for Detroit.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm. And look, rightfully disappointed with how they played here over the course of this run.
Yeah, you know, they haven't looked good at all here lately. Something has to change for him, and we'll see what he's got coming out of the timeout.
Nash is sent in for Detroit. Tight game here in Oklahoma City. To the right side. Curry wide open. Detroit. With the rebound. This game against Seattle is the first time they've met this year. Nash with it. Guarded now by Rubio. Nash drives in. Good.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Montezumas is checked in for Seattle. And Detroit with a change here, too. Wiggins is checked in.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Got a piece of it. Outside Curry. Montezumas a screen on Nash. Now here's Towns. Defense is right there. 6 on the shot clock. Looks good. Is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
Here's Wiggins, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Nash kicks to Wiggins. It's deflected.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Curry dishes to Montezumas. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Montezumas has got it all tied up now for Seattle.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there. And it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Now here's Lamb. That's good. Lamb's got 6 points.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Rubio, the pass to Curry. Back to Rubio. Towns sets the pick for Rubio. Curry attacking, feeds it to Towns in a strong finish with 2 hands.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas. Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
Gordon's checked in for Lamb. They set the screen. There's the dish to Wiggins. Wiggins drawn the double team.
2 minutes remaining first half. 2 minutes.
Wiggins kicks to Gordon. And here's Nash outside, and a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. Ricky Rubio picks one up. Pistons have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. Free throw drops for Nash.
The defense keeps coming up short. Just no solution for Nash. He's got 10 points and 4 assists.
And he's really put together a nice combination of points at the free throw line, but also getting the assists.
Can you say fundamentals clinic, guys?
And it's Seattle with the ball. Trailing by 2. Here's Watkins. Rebounded by the Pistons. Wiggins has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Out to Nash. Lets it go from deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. 14 points for Nash.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
To the wing right side. There's a screen by Modi Yunus. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pistons leading by 5. Nash outside. Seattle grabs the miss.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
And it's Seattle with the ball. Sweet move. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And here's a look at the stats for Nash. How he did last season. 2nd in field goal percentage, 5th in assists. And he also finished the season in the top 10 in rebounding. It's just a terrific year on the glass.
And you pointed out his ranking as the 2nd best shooter in the league last season. I think with a little extra work, he could actually become number 1.
Coleman's checked in for Monty Yunus. Detroit also making some changes. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. And Middleton subbed in for Gordon. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Pistons shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for him. A few guys got on a roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team.
Now here's Gobert. Rubio comes with the double team. And he lobs it up.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Nash left side. Got a hand on it. And pushing it up. Here's Seattle. Here's your bow. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Inside. Nash with no one around. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Pistons lead by 3. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, I'm here with Ricky Rubio. And Ricky, you guys had a tough battle on your hands tonight. What do you think the adjustments are that you might make for the second half?
We got a lot of turnovers. They got a lot of layups, and that can happen. We have to take care of the ball.
Taking care of the ball, always crucial, Ricky. Thank you. Kevin?
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the 3rd quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, this has been a good game here after one half. Everybody, welcome back to the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaq, Kenny Smith. It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. Kenny, what's your take on Detroit so far?
Well, it's tough to play on the road, and they overcame that. They were mentally and physically prepared for this game, but it hasn't been easy. They faced some intense play from a team on its home turf, but these guys didn't cave in. In fact, they fought back with some intensity of their own, successfully, in front of a very hostile crowd.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
They were really efficient, great approach offensively. Their shot selection was first rate. They were always working hard to get good looks, That can't change in the second half. They need to be just as well organized as they have been so far.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about...
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Seattle trails by 3. They've got Porzingis. Smith is out there with Paul George. Then there's Towns, and it's Coleman in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Dave Yeager. George dishes to Towns. Pass to Coleman. Drops one in from the wing. He's got 10.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Nash the pass to Wiggins. The shot by Middleton, wide open. A three-pointer off the mark. Middleton's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. That gives them the lead. And that's 12 points for Paul George. Clark, third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
Yeah, it's really been a bit of a tug-of-war. Back and forth we go.
And, guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Out to Nash. On the wing, Wiggins. 5 on the clock. Out of bounds. Seattle will take possession. Let's take a look at the players who were the best on the glass a season ago. Rudy Gobert, number 1.
And, you know, he took a lot of pride in being at the top of that rebounding list. When all was said and done, he was a man among boys.
George passes to Porzingis. And George, here we go. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
Forget about finesse and agility. This big fella's all about power and force.
Pistons trail by 3. Now Nash. Here's Wiggins. Out to Nash. Gobert the screen. And Nash gets double teamed. Wiggins from outside. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
That's a 24-second violation. Seattle team.
Coleman, the pass to George. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. That doesn't go. Either for George.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Middleton outside. Cauley-Stein kicks to Wiggins. Clock at 6. Wiggins drawn the double team. Here's Cauley-Stein. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. And that's now 6 points for Willie Cauley-Stein.
Timeout.
Seattle calls timeout.
Dance team. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Team Dancers.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Towns, the pass to Coleman. It's George on the wing. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Here's Porzingis. He's got 6. Pass to Coleman from 18 feet away. Here's Porzingis. On the wing, George. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Seattle missing again.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Now, here's Nash. 14 points for him. Middleton left side. And it's good off the back rim and in. Middleton's got his third basket of the night right there. To the left wing, Towns, the pass to Coleman. And stolen by Wiggins. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Inside, it's deflected, but they recover it. Nash outside. Misses the three.
That's a shot you've got to take if you're looking for the three-pointer. I mean, the defense was nowhere around.
Here's Coleman. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got 3 assists in the game. And Lamb kicks to Nash. Here's Theus. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Towns, the pass to Porzingis. 11 feet away, and Towns gets it to go. Towns has got 14 points for the game. The Pistons have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Seattle gets called for the foul. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Seattle.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition. He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Curry dishes to George. Kicks it to Moniunas. On the wing, George. He's got 14. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
George having a fantastic game. He has 14 points and the 1 steal. It's been a really complete performance for him today.
And Clark, he's made a huge impact at both ends of the floor.
And he makes the first. And the Pistons making a change here. Agins is checked in. He doesn't get the second one. Pistons trail by 4. Will take possession.
Now let's take a quick look now at some stats for Lamb. How he did last season. He was around 9 points per last year. 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent. But honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
And all indications are that he's been working hard on his game. It just hasn't shown up in the box score yet.
Ricky Rubio checked in for Smith. And here's Nash outside. It's rebounded by Towns.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
Now, here's Rubio. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. That's good, and the Seattle lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Lamb. Seattle has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And George, here we go. Pass to Towns. A 3 ball. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
And Seattle making a change here. And so it's Detroit with the ball. A 2-point game. And the jam by Agins.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Out to the right wing. The feed to Rubio. Shot clock at 6. Here's your bow. Nice shot from 10 feet out. And Seattle leads by 2. The Pistons have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. For the lead, goes back up. Ajinça trying to break free. Lamb, good. Lamb's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
There's the pass to Montejunas. He dishes it to Rubio. To the paint. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Watkins. Off target from three-point range. For Detroit, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Outside Gordon. Here's Lamb. Buries it from three-point range. And now a three-point Detroit lead.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Well, he can give as good as he gets.
Gamesmanship going on right here. You've seen it, Greg. You know exactly what's going on right there. He answers right back with that three of his own. They've been getting it inside at every opportunity and getting results, too.
Yeah, that's a winning formula as far as I'm concerned. They've been the aggressors and far more assertive on the offensive end.
Here are the top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man. Third is Ricky Rubio.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Pistons have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Gordon, the pass to Ballard. Shot is off. Seattle goes the other way with it. Makes it off the glass. He has 5. And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Covered by Wiggins. There's the screen. Passes it to Watkins. Drops in the tray.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Gordon, and the shot is good. Gordon's got his first 2 points of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Kicks it out to Rubio. Just 5 to shoot. He feeds it to Montejunas. From 10 feet out. Back to Rubio. Shoots the 3. Ballard with the rebound. The Pistons trail it. And Montejunas picks up the foul.
That's his first personal foul. Substitution on the court.
12 seconds left to play in the third. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Here's Porzingis. 6 points for him. He kicks it to Smith. Count that one. Seven points in the game.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Seattle leads by 4. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Pistons trail by 4, and Detroit looking at who they've got. Cauley-Stein is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Khris Middleton. And it's Gobert in at the center position. And Seattle's shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Here's Porzingis. Dishes it to Smith. Coleman, defended by Gordon. Got a piece of it. 6 on the shot clock. Towns sets the pick for George. Towns with it. Now defended by Cauley-Stein. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. The Pistons shooting well. They're at 45%. And Middleton kicks to Gobert. They set the pick. Feeds to Wiggins. Kicks it down to Middleton. No good on the triple. Seattle leading by 4. Here's Coleman. And we've played through about a minute here in the 4th. And it's Smith penetrating, and he gets it to go. Smith's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for Seattle.
Bad time for these defenders to be standing around watching. Not while the ball's in his hands.
Here's Gobert. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. A free throw drops for Gobert. And Seattle making a change here. Temple's checked in. And Detroit with a change here, too. Nash is checked in for Aaron Gordon. Here's Seattle. They lead by 4. Pass to Coleman. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. And Andrew Wiggins grabs the board. Wiggins has got 5 rebounds tonight. And there's Nash. That's good on the assist by Middleton. 16 points for Nash.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
Here's Porzingis. And good on the basket. Book it. And Seattle leads by 4.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Nash right side. Back to Middleton. Wiggins drawn the double team. Just 5 on the clock. Nash outside. Nash with another miss.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Wiggins dishes to Nash. Gobert. The shot no good.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Stolen by Middleton. And they're running. Ahead. Pull-up jumper. That's good, and the Seattle lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Wiggins.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Temple the pass to Coleman. Now here's Towns, defended by Gobert. Here's Porzingis, and he jams it with authority.
Fellas, that two-hand mock to slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
And he gets it to go. That's 7 points for Rudy Gobert.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done. When they need to make every possession count.
Completely agree with that, Clark. They need stops and really can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are nice, high-percentage looks.
And pushing it up, here's Seattle. Porzingis can't. Hit. Detroit's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. To the inside. Coleman, the pass to Towns. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
They're perfectly content to keep going to that mid-range jumper. If the defense is going to give it to them, they'll take it all day.
It's about getting open looks, and they've used that shot with great effect here tonight.
Now here's Cauley-Stein. Shot's good by Middleton.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play. You know what? Nice job there on the attack at the rim, drawing the contact.
And from a defensive standpoint, a good foul to save the dunk there.
George is checked in for Seattle. And Towns drops them both.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Nash kicks to Wiggins. Shoots a fader. Not enough on that one as it misses. Seattle leading by 4. George with the ball. Now defended by Gobert. Here's Towns. The rebound by Middleton. For Detroit, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Nash outside. Here's the screen. Wiggins, a screen on George. 6 to shoot. Nash kicks to Middleton. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
The defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
Knocked away. And stolen by Nash. The dish to Gobert. A three-pointer. Wiggins. And that one's good.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture. Clutch.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and it's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Seattle calls timeout. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Dave Yeager coaching his team during that break. With the game hanging in the balance, he tried to give his players some added motivation, saying, quote, "This is the time, guys. Right now. Be in this moment. Do your job, and we'll get the win." Back to you.
All right, Doris. Middleton dishes to Wiggins. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. And the Pistons lead by 1. Kicks to George. Puts up a 3. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
This game, as close as it's been, you really hate to see it come to an end.
I agree.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Karl Anthony Towns with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He just continues to light them up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his points.
Now here's Nash. Back to Wiggins. Goes up to the stripe. Offensive rebound. Middleton for 3. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip. 5 for 10.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Here's Towns. That's down the hatch. Knocks one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
Gobert the screen. Nash drives in. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Nash. Nash has got his 8th assist in the game. Towns the pass to George. Over to the left wing. defended by Nash. Floats one, good. And Seattle leads by 1.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
And Middleton kicks to Gobert. Softly drops in the floater.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Timeout call.
Seattle calls timeout. Seattle has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Towns, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And he better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
There's the pick. Gobert the screen. Back to Nash. 4 on the clock. Lets it fly from 18. And pushing it up. Here's Seattle. Good. And now it's a 3-point Seattle lead.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They're behind by 3. 1:46 left to play in the final quarter. And Seattle making a change here.
Smith.
.146 left to play in the final quarter. And he's able to get it back. Here's Middleton. No good there with this step-back J.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Pass to George. Now the feed to Towns. And stolen by Wiggins. The pass to Nash. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Short. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game.
Well, luckily, they've got some really solid backup. You hate to see a player DQ'd, disqualified due to fouls, but they can do a decent job of replacing his production.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Porzingis. Wiggins. With some nice D. Detroit's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. He dishes it to Nash. Hits it down to Middleton. Pulls it up. They get it again. Cauley-Stein. Yes!
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to him.
Over to the wing. Out left to the wing. Passes it to Watkins. Here's Porzingis, defended by Nash. Clock at 6. Seattle missing again.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Wiggins dishes to Middleton. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. They set the pick. Nash drawing the double team. The drive by Gobert. From outside the arc, right between the eyes.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
Seattle calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. 1 second left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
They need a 3 here, so they need to make sure they sub in all of their best shooters, because with under 2 seconds remaining, you have to catch and shoot it quickly.
Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up empty-handed. And so it's the Pistons who come out on top here. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. Now time to send you over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan player of the game.
In my opinion, his passing is what really drove them to this win. He did a fantastic job of spreading the ball around and keeping everyone involved in the offense. And he wound up with a nice number of assists to show for it.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.